go after our careers so much. By the time we look up, we single. We got all these degrees. We got every degree. We got a PhD, and all we got is a DOG and no MAN.
And no MAN, right?
But the man, he can go out and get all of those credentials and do that because here's what it is, Delvin and Justin. At the end of the day, the man makes the choice. The man make the choice.
Isn't it the woman that chooses the man who chooses the
Mm-mm,
woman?
mm-mm. Men decide when we gonna get married. We could
True.
do all of this. Yes, we can get every degree and we can find the men that we may like. But at the same time, if he ain't pulling the trigger, it don't matter. It don't matter what you and ladies, let me just break this down to you. And this is some of my friends, some of my, I'm not gonna go there, people that I know. We got every degree. Don't no man care about that. Cause he ain't gonna marry the girl that work at Wendy's. Because she paid attention to him while we paying attention to our degrees and our territory.
There you go.
The dog.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Preach.
Anyways, who agrees with her? Put in the comments. What's your
Mm.
thoughts?
I agree with her.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with her. You actually mentioned it in the last clip, and she just mentioned it now that men have control over marriage and relationships. Women have control over who gets sex and who gets born.
Yes.
That's just what it is.
Yes.
Whether you like it or not, that's what it is. So women, you can stay getting having your career or getting degrees. And look, no one's saying you can't work up to something.
Most
and
men
go
don't
to-
want a stupid woman.
Exactly. So, yes, as I was saying, there's nothing wrong with going to college or going to university or whatever and working on something and getting more knowledgeable. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think no man, no logical thinking man will have a problem with you doing that. All we're saying is you can do that, but you should be concentrating on getting a man.
You say that, and that leads me into my next point. Men can put off kids and marriage until later.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how the cookie crumbles. Yay. I'm glad about that.
Mm-hmm.
But women don't have the capacity to do the same thing as men because they will say, if a man can do it, so can I.
No, we can't. I'm
Now,
sorry.
we know at 35, there's geriatric pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fact. So women are putting off marriage and kids until later in life. And they're realizing as they hit 40, oh my days.
Yeah.
The dating game is a cesspool out here. What do I do? What's your thoughts on that about women putting off marriage and kids and relationships?
See, okay, I'm a mother. And I remember I gave birth to one of my children, and you're in the hospital room, and there's other women there that's just had their kids. And I realized my surroundings. Now, I was the only younger person in that particular room. It was a room that had 6 beds in it. So I was the youngest one there. And the other ladies I realized was older.
Yeah.
The difference, there was a massive difference.
Yeah.
When I had my child, this was my second child, by the way. When I had my second child, I knew exactly what to do. I knew how to look after the baby. Knew what to do. The nurses came, checked on me, whatever. The new usual rounds, see how you are, see how you're getting on. They didn't have anything they could really teach me because I knew already. And with the other ladies, there's one in particular. She was right next to me. She was, I'm gonna say, roughly in her 40s, probably.
Yeah.
She had a husband, so that's good. And she also had her both parents there as well.
Yeah.
But the problem was she had no clue about what to do with her baby.
Yeah.
She needed so much help with that baby.
Yeah.
And she just had no clue. And she was older. So then she chose to have a baby
But okay,
later on in life.
That's an okay situation for an older woman. But what about the older women? They struggle to find a man.
Mm-hmm.
They're not in a good space. They can't find a man. Getting married, hell no.
Yeah.
Having kids, it's harder.
Mm-hmm.
Your eggs are beginning to decay on you.
Yes.
So that's that scenario. But what about women that struggle?
But the thing is, even in that lady's scenario, my point to that was she was struggling because she was of those ages. She was just her first baby. She didn't know what to do. She's struggling. So even having a man and even having support from her both parents, she still struggled. Now you're talking about women that don't have a man, and say they have children, or what are you saying? They have kids or they don't have kids?
No. So I'm saying, for example, a woman that has left off taking or serious relationships. Let's give a scenario. She's 35 years old. She, because you realize women when they hit 30, oh my days. Oh, now she wants to cash out. Right? So she hits 30. She's thinking, I want to take life seriously.
Dating with intention when they get to those ages.
But in her 20s, she wasted her youth on the CC wheel. Now she's hit 30. Then she's realizing, oh, it's not 20-year-old me. Now she's 35. I want to have kids. It's geriatric pregnancy. Now, some people should go to their doctor and figure out when, you know, it's a good time to stop having kids, whatever, right? But I'm saying women realize as they get older, oh my days. So what about, so that scenario that you gave, that woman is okay because at least she got a husband and she has support.
Yeah.
But what about women that don't have no man? They're struggling. They gave into, oh, feminism. I can have my career, my job. I can, the byproduct is the white picket fence, the dog, 2.4 kids. Now they've hit 40. Oh my days. I was lied to.